going on, boys? Back with another vlog. It's Monday. Vince is out here working on his car, and we're almost ready to take this bad boy for paint.
Suckers suck.
Make sure you guys follow Vince on Instagram, Vince.Hernandez10
There you go.
at Instagram. But he's got a lot of trouble here because the guy that he got the car from fiberglass the front valence to the fender, so Vince got to have to chop that off and pop it off.
It's not fun.
Not fun at all. But this is the kind of stuff that you'll run into when you're working on the classics. Imagine trying to remove the valence for whatever reason, like the customer recommended or you recommended something and you got to remove the valence, and then that shit happens. You're pretty much fucked at that point, because at this side it wasn't on, but this side was. So
yeah.
Vince's gonna have to get a new fender and a whole bunch of other stuff. But it's the name of the game, man, when it comes to restoring
Luckily,
cars.
I'm doing everything over new again. So
New fenders, new valence, new everything.
Exactly.
So he's not really worried about it. We gotta just get it done. But fucking sucks. Well, Vince is doing that. I'm doing a whole bunch of paperwork over here. Because if you guys aren't signed up for my newsletter, make sure you guys sign up, because I just sent one out. And it has to do with something that I've been kind of dealing with in the past couple weeks. But I'll tell you guys about that in the newsletter. But yeah, let's get to work, boys.
your Spanish is like really good where you can.
Yeah, where I could practice it too.
Yeah.
Okay, Vince got all the fenders off. Well, one of them off.
Yeah, the one I needed to take off.
So now we're pretty much just gonna get everything ready and get this bad boy
Over to the paint shop.
over to the paint shop. Get this thing started, man. How long do you think, Vince, before it's painted and everything?
Well, I'm gonna let them know that this one is a rush. So hopefully around 30 days.
30 days.
I'm real good, real good friends with my painter, so should get this done on time.
Hell yeah. After that, we're gonna get this thing together. Get it out of here, man. All right, boys. So Chuck took the 69 Camaro out for a spin, and he ran out of gas. So we're gonna go find him. Hopefully he's okay.
I record. It's on record? Yeah. Okay. Record it. Okay, good to give it a little gas.
You have fun?
Stupid fast, man.
It's so crazy. All right, gentlemen, so we got the glass out of the car. Pretty easy to do, nothing too crazy. We gotta just push it out. A lot of times it is a little bit difficult to get off because a lot of people will put a shit ton of glue around the door, the window jamb. But luckily this one wasn't too bad.
When you got two people, it's real easy. One person, you gotta cut stuff out, cut all the trim out with a razor blade and stuff.
Luckily we didn't have to do that. We could just push everything off. Because like Vince said, it was just me and him, so we were able to get one side and then he got the other side, and it came out pretty easily. So luckily we didn't have to cut anything. All the weather stripping's still there. Obviously Vince is gonna get new ones, but it's a lot easier when you just have to push it out. And there's not a lot of glue that Vince has to kind of scrape off, luckily. But we're gonna be working on the Bronco today. We're gonna do the brakes, bleed the brakes, because the customer tried to do it themselves and didn't work out very well. So we're gonna do that for them, get that shit all set up. I also got a few quotes on the paint jobs for both the Camaros, and we'll see what happens with that. But still got a lot of work to do on the Camaros before they can go to paint. But we're trying to get all the quotes ready, so when we do have everything ready, we'll be able to send these bad boys over to paint. So let's go ahead and get started on the Bronco first. Alright guys, so we got the brakes all bled on this bad boy. We had the Bronco come in just because the customer did this own master cylinder and they kind of fucked it up. They didn't know exactly how to bench bleed it or do anything, so we had to take it off, and then we had to bleed the brakes and get all the air out of the brake system. We didn't have to remove the brake master because it wasn't that bad, and I'm gonna take it for a test drive and make sure everything is good. But Vince said that when he was pressing the brake pedal, everything felt really good. So luckily I had Vince here to help me bleed the brakes, but I have done them before by myself and there isn't any problems. I made a video on how to do it yourself, so you guys can go check that out. Just look up Nestor Mechanic OC bleeding brakes by himself, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find that video. But the car's all set. Now I'm gonna bring in the 69 Camaro and go ahead and get started on that bad boy. Alright boys, so we got the Camaro in the shop. We're gonna be doing all the little things to it. Like I said before, I gotta make this car a little bit more street. So we got the TKO coming in by the end of the week. Right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up all these little wires and shit. Like, all this stuff looks really shitty. So I'm gonna clean all that stuff up, make it look really nice, get everything ready for the tranny when it gets here, ready to throw in, and we'll be able to, you know, put the new wheels on there, get it painted, and get it the hell out of here. So, but we are gonna make it look super tits. I wanna get the blankets for the turbos, you know, clean all this stuff up, make it look really sick, because I wanna make it look just as beautiful as I can. But anyways, go ahead and get started. Okay boys, so I put in the foam baffle. So this little thing is like a little baffle that goes in there that keeps the fuel inside the fuel pump, or it helps it keep it inside the fuel pump area, so that like the fuel doesn't slosh around and the fuel pump is never starved. If you guys know, on carburetors, these old cars don't really need a baffle because the carburetor is normally what keeps the fuel inside, you know, inside everything, so there's no issues. Unfortunately, with the old school tanks, EFI systems are really hard to keep fed. So in this case, Automotive created this little baffle out of this like foam shit that's supposed to keep the fuel inside the fuel pump to make sure that it never starves. So we'll see how that works. But worst case scenario, you always want to buy like an aftermarket tank that has baffles built into it. So they make a whole bunch of them for the 70 Camaros, but this fuel pump is supposed to like avoid all that. So you only buy the pump and the assembly and everything, and you're good to go. So we'll see how good it is. But so far, so good. We'll see how it goes. Okay, guys. So the directions are telling me to drill a 1/32 hole. That's super tiny, right? 1/32. I don't even have a freaking drill bit that goes that small. Whatever. But they're asking me to drill the hole, a hole in the plugs here if I'm going to be using a returnless style system. And I think this car is going to take a returnless style system. I think most GMs do that. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm using the EFI Holly system, and it's for like a 2007, 2008 Chevy Corvette with all the same sensors and inputs and everything else like that. So if you guys know, leave them in the comment section below so that I can figure out what fucking system I need. But as of right now, I'm gonna keep going on with the job, like getting the fuel pumps in and getting everything pretty much installed. And if I do need to drill these bad boys out, I'll just pop it back out and drill in a couple of little holes here. But leave me a comment and let me know what you guys think, if it is a returnless style system or if it isn't. A lot of help would, you know, that'd be awesome if you guys could help. I think it's not a returnless style system. I think it's a returnless style system, excuse me, where there's only one hose going to the injectors and no hose coming back to the fuel tank. If you guys don't know what that means, a returnless style system is when the computer modulates how much fuel the pump is gonna pump out to the injectors. Okay, and the computer does that by using a fuel pressure regulator, fuel pressure sensor on the fuel rail somewhere to know how much fuel pressure is there, and if it needs more, it'll give it more amps to the fuel pump, and then the fuel pump will, you know, spew out more fuel. So I don't know exactly what system I'm using on this one because I'm not familiar enough with Chevy and GM's specifics. So if you guys know, comment section below. Thanks, boys. I'm gonna get back to it though. I'm gonna mount everything else up because I still have, I can still do everything else. I can cut this, mount out the pumps, and then get everything ready so I can slide it in. If I do need to drill a hole, I just pop it back out, drill the hole, no big deal. But let me know in the comment section, boys. Thank you so much. Let me get back to work. Okay, guys, so we're gonna cut this bad boy. So I'm gonna cut it 7 inches from the top of this part, which all the fittings are on. Chop this fucker right here, and that's 7 inches to the bottom of the tank. They want you to have it as close to the bottom as possible, so that it'll pick up fuel. So I'm gonna leave it right before the top, the bottom, so that I don't pick up any debris. But it should be fine even if debris builds up in there. It shouldn't, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this fucking thing, and once I do, I'll be able to mount up the fuel pumps and everything else. So let's go ahead and get that done right now, and we'll be able to get the fuel pumps mounted. Man, this is like really fucking close though. Okay, boys, let's get it. All right, boys, let's cut this bad boy up 7 inches from the top. I need safety. You should really wear safety glasses for this, boys. I'm not, because I'm not. Well, let me go get some fucking safety glasses. Boom. Got it cut up, boys. Let's go see if it fits. Yes, these are my safety glasses. I hope it fits, because I don't want to cut this shit again. Alright, let's see. Okay. Tubes. Let me cut the tubes. Okay, so let's see if it fits, boys. About an inch off. I'm gonna go ahead and chop off the rest of this, another inch off, and that'll be able to go in, and then the pumps will be able to like kind of reach to the bottom. Ooh. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, boys. Gotta mount the fuel pumps now. What I gotta do is cut the tube here to make it even, and then measure out the length that I need, because I want to have the filter as close to the bottom as possible so that fuel is always getting sucked in. So I'm gonna try to like make it like fucking right there, so this is hitting the floor of the tank. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and measure that out and see where I'm at. I'm gonna cut the tube little by little and see where I'm at. I'm hoping to like cut it and then like cut a little bit more, a little bit more, a little more until it's perfect. Okay, let's cut it up. Okay, boys, if you guys didn't know, I'm making my videos in Spanish as well. So make sure you guys go check that out. Link in the description below. I got the fuel pump in here, and it actually fits perfectly. Now I'm gonna cut up the other hose and put the other fuel pump on, and then wire everything up and get it going, boys. Let's do it. All right, gentlemen, we got the pumps in. I'm gonna wire these fuckers in, or put these fuckers in. Easy peasy, baby. Boom. Look at that shit. Gorgeous. Ah. That's it for the fuel system. I gotta get the straps though. I'm missing the fucking straps. And I think that's it. Hell yeah. Okay, boys, I think I'm gonna call it for today. I got some stuff to do online, so I'm pretty much done with everything I need to do on the car. I gotta order some more parts for it actually. I did get a whole bunch of stuff done in the Camaro. I just didn't film any of it because it was just tiny, stupid shit. Just cleaning stuff up. Like, that's my whole goal with the car, is just cleaning it up, making it as beautiful as possible. There's a few things I want to do to the motor, but nothing too crazy. I don't think I'll pull it out, but you never fucking know. With me, it's like one day I'm like, oh, I think it'll be fine if we just... And then next thing you know, I'm pulling the fucking motor out. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, that's it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Like always, I did start a YouTube channel for my Spanish speakers. So if you guys want to go check that out, it's the exact same content, but in Spanish. It's going to be in the featured channels on the right-hand side of my main page. Link in the description below as well. So make sure if you guys want to hear me talking Spanish, go watch that instead of the English version. But either way, thanks so much for watching. Like always, make sure you check out my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that shit. I'm gonna be online 100% from now on. Not giving a fuck because I don't care anymore. YOLO life, baby. So let's go ahead and get it. See you guys tomorrow. Take care.